I'm Emily Gray, director of Yarico, a new musical that's happening here, the London Theatre Workshop, inside the Ilbrook pub. It's a new piece, a new story, but it's about a historical character called Yarico.
The story of Yarico started back in the 17th century. The story was brought over from Barbados by a traveller. He told the story of this native girl who met an English man and was enslaved. He sold her into slavery. So that was its first introduction into England. And then from then, the story really took roots, and it was published, I think, over 70 times in different various forms. So it was something that was really prevalent at the time and led to some people seeing the life of a slave differently, and helped towards people seeing them as people as well, which in turn helped towards the movement that abolished slavery.
I'm Alex, I'm playing Thomas. Thomas is the third son of a merchant. When we meet him, he's been sailing to the Indies and he's got shipwrecked on Yarico's island. And that's the first time we meet Thomas. And I think what's interesting about the character of Thomas in regards to Yarico is the idea of a certain theme of mental slavery.
My name's Adam, I'm playing Lord Worthy in Yarico and also the Watchman.
I'm Charlotte Hamblin, I'm playing Lady Worthy, the governess's wife. They're sort of the villains of the piece. Lady Worthy is particularly comical through her absolutely atrocious behaviour, but she's, at the end of the day, quite revolting.
Yeah, they're not nice people.
And they're obsessed with sort of social status.
And they're slave owners.
What a lot of people aren't necessarily aware of is the presence of a white community who worked on the plantations during this period, a lot of whom were Irish because they were there was a lot of political turmoil in Ireland during that time. Yeah, it's interesting to be discovering that, because a lot of people aren't aware of just the extent in which this was happening. And likewise, before I came to this project, I wasn't necessarily aware of the extent of it. And it's fascinating to be in this context, in a piece of new musical theatre, to be discovering this in this company of people. It's really, really exciting to be a part of.
Yeah, it's really exciting, this, because I think, the feminism debate is rife at the moment and is out there, and it's really great to have a piece that has a female protagonist, and it's not the typical girl meets boy saves girl story. It's the opposite, and it's her strength and resilience and that gets her through and tells the story.
Catching fish, I admit, and catching nets, life here for catching fish and catching fish again. It's not full of glamour, but it's catching fish and catching fish.